coding assistants are great, but they don't always work as you'd expect. Sometimes they hallucinate and produce unrunnable code. Other times, they over-engineer the solution and use all of your credits along the way. Or sometimes they're just plain expensive. But what if there was a solution? An AI coding assistant that works within your code base, doesn't hallucinate, and only runs the requests you explicitly ask for. Let's take a look at KiloCode. KiloCode is an open source AI coding agent that lives inside of your IDE. It's designed to act more like a teammate than a robot and is intelligently responsive to the prompts that are given to it. KiloCode gives you access to tons of different models, from GPT-5 to Llama. This allows you to customize the type of response you get and is a game changer if you know that there's a model that already works well with the style of coding that you're looking to do. KiloCode also has 5 different modes. Architect mode to help you design your software, code mode to help you actually write the code, ask mode, which helps you understand your code base, debug mode to fix issues, and orchestrator mode, which allows you to coordinate your tasks across all of the modes. But how do you install KiloCode? If you're using VS Code, getting access to KiloCode is as easy as installing an extension and signing up for an account on the website. At the time of recording, new users get $20 worth of free credits to use to try out KiloCode, which, due to the efficient way in which it works, is more than enough for the average user to get a feel for whether or not KiloCode is a good fit. Once you've installed KiloCode and signed in, making changes to an existing code base is as easy as typing in a clear and succinct prompt. Let's take a look at how it feels to work with KiloCode by building a to-do app. Alright, so as you'll see, I've gone ahead and already installed the extension here for KiloCode in Visual Studio Code. It was really easy to install, as I said, just as easy as installing the extension. So once you have KiloCode installed, you'll notice that you'll have a little icon over on the left side here. All you got to do is click that, and you're able to access all of the prompts and the different modes that you need in order to work with KiloCode. So here, you can change the mode that you want to work with, and if you go down to the bottom here, you can actually change the model that you want to work with. And there's so many different options here. I'm sure you'll be able to find something that you can work with. So I've gone ahead and spun up just a regular old Next.js project here. So I want to go ahead and use KiloCode to turn this into a to-do app. What we can do here is we can actually hop back into KiloCode and we can ask it to do just that. So looking at our file structure here, you'll notice that the majority of our code is in the page file here within our app folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say create a to-do application in the at page, and I'm going to select that file, page file. Don't make it too complicated, but use a, let's say, blue and white design. I'd like to be able to add, delete, and cross out to-dos as I complete them. All right, and let's go ahead and send that off. So, as you can see, when you're working with a free plan, you get 256,000 credits. So I've used a little bit already, just testing it out. But I think we won't use too many on this request. I've been able to submit multiple requests to KiloCode already without it exhausting the limit. So I believe we started around 9 or 10,000 with this task. And as you'll see, we've only used up about 13,000, 14,000. All right. So it's still making some changes. I guess it has to interact with the CSS files and the TSX files as well. So it's going through, making changes. And as you can see, as we're going through, it's explaining what it's doing, giving me different checkpoints, which is nice. And then it gives me a little summary here. So it says, I've successfully created a to-do application in app/page.tsx with a blue and white design. The app includes add to-dos, toggle completion, and delete to-dos. With clean styling, the app is built using React hooks for stage management, includes proper TypeScript interfaces. Awesome. So it looks like it's only modified these 2 files here. So let's take a look at what it's done. So it's added the use client statement there, add to do. So it's created a whole bunch of, I guess, functions here. Add new to do, Okay, and it's pretty short. I mean, it's only 83 lines of code. I've definitely asked a similar prompt from other AI coding agents, and I've gotten, just hundreds of lines of code. And then taking a look at our CSS files. Okay, also a little bit longer, but not too bad. All right, let's hop over and take a look at what the actual application looks like. All right, so it's pretty bare bones, I'm not gonna lie. The design is not that crazy, but let's see. Let's say task number 1, and we'll add it, and I can check it off. It doesn't allow me to strike through it, but I can at least check it off, and it can delete it. All right, let me ask it to do a little bit more. Let's say when I click the checkbox, strike through the text for the to-do. So we'll just add that one change. So it's thinking about it. And as you'll see, we've used about 17,000 total credits, but as I said, we started around 10, so we've probably only used about 7,000 credits out of 256,000. So that's one thing I really appreciate about this. It really allows you to do, experiment a lot and try a lot of things without, eating through all your credits really, really quickly as other code editors, or as other AI agents sometimes do. All right, so it's made that change. Let's go ahead and try it out. Let's say task 1, add it, and when I check it, it does awesome. But how well does it work? Well, compared to other AI coding agents, I think Kilo Code is miles ahead of the curve. It's clean, efficient, and correct more often than it's not. Would I personally use it in my work? I think Kilo Code is definitely something that I'll be using in projects going forward and might even pay for when the time comes. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe down below. And if you want to take a look at other AI coding tools, take a look at this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Let's take a look at how Kilo Code works. Let's take a look at how